right, so ever wonder how Mr. Beast gets those insane view counts? Like, what's the magic formula?
Well, today we're diving deep into his playbook, and trust me, it's like learning from the master himself.
Yeah, this isn't just some random how to YouTube thing. This is Mr. Beast spilling the tea.
It's the real deal. Raw, unfiltered, totally changes how you think about online video, you know?
It's not even just about going viral. It's like building an empire, a whole culture.
It's a whole new way of thinking.
Exactly. So, ready to decode the Mr. Beast method?
Let's do it.
Okay, so he says he spent, what, years analyzing YouTube?
Years.
And he's got it down to a science.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Literally a science.
He's obsessed with these three things: CTR,
Right, CTR.
AVD,
Uh-huh.
and AVP.
Click-through rate, average view duration. It's
Yeah.
an average view percentage.
So how many people look at that thumbnail and go, I gotta click that.
Yeah.
Gotta click it.
How long they watch.
Exactly. And what part of it they actually see.
He's tracking every little thing.
Oh, yeah. He's like a data whiz.
But here's the thing. It's not just, like, numbers to him.
That's language, yeah.
He's speaking YouTube.
He understands it.
He understands the algorithm better than the algorithm understands itself.
Right, and that's what makes him different. He's not just throwing stuff out there hoping it sticks.
No, he knows.
He's using data.
He knows. Okay, so get this. He breaks down the first few seconds of a video like it's like a car chase.
It's strategic.
It's strategic.
Super strategic. Those first few seconds, they're make or break.
Okay.
You gotta hook them.
You need that killer thumbnail, a title that just grabs you.
The title's gotta be good.
And it's not just about getting those clicks, though.
Okay, yeah.
It's about setting the stage, making a promise to the viewer, like, this is what you're in for.
It's a contract.
Exactly.
Okay, so he talks about building this re-engagement at minute 3.
Yeah, gotta keep them hooked.
It's gotta be something so wild, so unexpected, you have to keep watching.
Like, remember that time he airlifted that house?
With the circle?
Yeah, for the 100-day challenge.
That's the only Mr. Beast can do this moment.
Exactly.
He's pushing the limits.
Creates those moments you just can't forget.
Yeah, you remember that years later? But it's not all explosions and crazy stuff. He's thinking about every single second.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's not just about filling the time. You gotta give him value the whole way through.
So wait, are you saying even when I'm, like, grabbing a snack during the
Yeah.
video,
Yeah.
he's planned for that?
He calls it the lull. Think about it. You're 6 minutes in, you're hooked. Right. But
Yeah.
everyone zones out for a sec.
Okay, yeah.
He uses that.
Next level.
He's one step ahead.
He's inside my brain.
He's figured it out.
So he grabs you at the start, keeps you watching, and then bam,
Hits you with the big stuff.
the wow factor.
And it's all data-driven. He knows what makes people tick.
That's incredible. We see how he hooks us in, but, like, how does he actually make these videos happen?
That's where the real work begins.
Yeah.
This playbook, it doesn't mess around.
Okay.
Mr. Beast, he's straight up, he says, this isn't your average job.
Right.
You gotta be obsessed, like live and breathe, YouTube obsessed.
Wow. So forget about just, like, clocking in and clocking out.
Oh, absolutely, this is a lifestyle. And forget about doing it all solo.
Okay, yeah. He always talks about his team.
Teamwork is key. He's all about that clear communication, especially with these insane productions.
Right, with all the moving pieces.
He talks about these critical components.
Vertical components, okay.
The things that can make or break a video. Those need everyone on the same page.
Totally.
Yeah.
And he wants people to speak up, right? Not just be yes men.
Oh, absolutely. He even says, I need you to assume I'm wrong.
Whoa. Bold move.
Right, that's big. He wants people to challenge him, come with solutions, not just problems.
So it's about being really invested, like you're part of something big?
It's ownership. You're not just an employee, you're a mini Mr. Beast.
I love that. Everyone's pushing, everyone's innovating.
He calls it a results-based company.
So you deliver.
You prove yourself, and that attracts the best.
It's really interesting how he balances that big picture thinking with, like, real attention to detail.
Totally. He's all about systems. Like,
Yeah.
documentation is huge.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He's all about clear processes, higher forms of communication.
Higher forms. What does that even mean?
Face-to-face. Or at least pick up the phone.
Okay, so ditch the emails.
Ditch them. Less room for misunderstandings.
Makes sense, especially with the scale of these projects. Like, how do you even keep track?
Right. And he even says video everything.
Whoa, everything.
Everything. It's all about having a record. And you know what else? He's big on backup plans.
Well, yeah. I mean, with those crazy ideas, something's bound to go wrong.
Exactly. He builds in a backup day for every shoot. Super smart. And speaking of those crazy ideas, it's amazing how he balances that with like being smart about resources.
He's not just like lighting money on fire.
Right. No way. He's always encouraging his team to find those creative solutions that save money.
Those aha moments.
Yes. Work smarter, not harder.
He's got that entrepreneur mindset.
Absolutely. Maximize the impact, minimize the waste. It's impressive, really.
Okay, we've talked about the data, the systems, the crazy attention to detail.
Right.
But there's this whole other side to the playbook that really threw me for a loop.
Oh, yeah.
He's big on creativity,
Huge.
like building a culture of always coming up with new stuff.
He talks about these information diets. Have you heard of those?
Information dies. Is he like feeding his team algorithms now?
Not quite. It's more about what you're taking in, like what you're watching, reading, even the memes you see. He's all about feeding your brain the good stuff, you know? Movies, games, whatever sparks those ideas.
So like scrolling TikTok is research now.
Hey, if he gets those creative juices flowing, why not? He wants his team plugged in, tapped into what's hot.
Makes sense. Got to stay ahead of the trends.
Exactly. And it's not just what's trending, it's understanding why it's trending.
Digging deeper.
Right. Like, what makes this thing tick? Why does it resonate?
So it's about absorbing inspiration from everywhere.
And then turning it into something new, something fresh.
So you got to be a student of the world, basically. Always learning.
Always evolving. And he doesn't just mean, like, passively watching stuff.
Okay, so what, like analyze everything?
Break it down. Think critically. Why is this video working? What makes this meme funny? Develop that eye for what works.
And then use it for your own stuff.
Exactly. And here's the thing. He talks about how, yeah, the average MrBeast viewer is probably, what, like a teenage boy who loves video games?
Right.
But he's adamant that his team consumes way more than just that.
So don't just cater to your existing audience, but like know what else is out there.
Be ahead of the curve. He's not afraid to experiment, try new stuff, even if it doesn't scream MrBeast at first glance.
So always push those boundaries, keep people guessing.
Exactly. And that goes for everything, even brand deals.
Which, by the way, he's kind of a master of.
He actually sees them as a creative challenge.
Remy.
Instead of those awkward interruptions, gotta find a way to make it seamless, you know? Part of the experience.
Because you know those old school brand deals, they totally take you out of it.
He even showed how those tanked his viewer retention.
No way.
Oh yeah, big dips. But when he got creative,
What happened?
gone, problem solved.
That's wild. He turned a negative into a positive for him and the brand.
It's all about finding those aha solutions, you know, seeing things differently.
That's what I love about